just thought his team played well enough that they could have easily scored more goals, and and we were a bit fortunate that we didn't concede more, but we also defended very well, and our goalkeeper played well. So that was my reflection and my feelings on the game.
What did you say exactly to it?
That.
Next, yeah.
Another good game from Lucas Fabianski. What have you made of his two games?
He played really well here against Perth Glory. Made some really good saves. He made a couple of saves in the first 10 minutes. Tottenham had a bit of good combination and got in twice. And he made a couple of really good saves then. And as the game went on, he looked competent, looked as if it was going to be difficult to beat him. But we gave away a couple of really shabby goals, some corner kicks to be fair. So something we've got to start brushing up in. But at the moment we're only back in training. We're only trying to get the players back going again. But I've got to say the players have done a great job. If you consider the difference in the teams tonight and what we had out compared to what they had, it was a huge difference.
Are you worried about the amount of opportunities you did give away? Because it was something like 20 plus shots that did actually get.
Yeah, but we get 3 goals, they get 2.
Any more? Yep.
You must be very happy with the trip. Was there any juniors that surprised you with the 2 games that they played?
I don't think there's anybody surprised me, but I think for them the biggest thing is that they've got games, a bit of confidence in the game. They're taking a great strength of the level of the players and against the players they played against tonight. I mean, Tottenham's squad compared to us. I mean, you've got to remember we've got no international players coming this trip at all. So for us to come here and with what we have and young players and give them an opportunity, hopefully they will benefit from it.
What kind of expecting from Tottenham this season? Because we know we're
Well, I don't know if I'm the one to answer the question, but I can only tell you that I've come across Ange a few times, and what he done at Celtic was remarkable. How his teams played was a very good style, and I think you saw bits of that tonight, which probably we expected a little bit, maybe slightly different. So, no, I think Tottenham were a good side. I think they've got an amazing centre forward, probably the best in the world. And while you've got an amazing centre forward, you've always got a chance of winning games. So, that's before you even start talking about some of the others.
What were some of those differences that you noticed tonight from Spurs compared to last season?
Well, obviously, that Spurs for periods last season played with a back 5 or a back 3, however you want. And I actually think that they were very good. Antonio Conte's teams were very, very good, very hard to beat. But I think Ange will be different. Ange will invert his full-backs and look to play through the lines and get his defenders on the ball. So I wouldn't say, I thought Tottenham were a good footballing team last year. I just think they've got a different manager who'll try and get them to play slightly different, I would think.
You started with both 2 strikers on both games. Is that in your thoughts for next season?
Yeah, a little bit, but also I think just the way the changes in football are going, the football changes has probably been for, I don't know, don't quote me, but maybe 15, 20 years where 2 centre-forwards have not been in fashion, really. And it's partly because of the way teams have played and needing extra midfield players. But I think because of the build teams are having from the back, then the only way you can get any real pressure on them is to have extra players up the pitch to press them. But I had strikers out here and I felt as if I wanted to give them minutes. Might not necessarily be the way I play going forward, but it gave me a chance to see them in action. It was a really good goal. I thought in the end, for the 3 centre forwards tonight to score the goals was really, really good.
Any more? Yep, one at the back.
David, you mentioned that the last couple of times you met with Ange, he gave you a bottle of wine and vice versa. Is there any plans for any use between the 2 of you this time around?
Yeah, I think we'll become bigger, probably enemies to each other now. It's not quite the same, but overall, look, he's a really good guy, Ange, and hopefully we'll bump into each other a lot more often in London than we will out here in Oz.
Okay, final one now.
Yeah, just on the fact that you've scored 9 goals across both games. Obviously, it's a big confidence boost for the forwards that you do have, and what do you think you can do for the season in an attacking sense?
It's definitely something I'd like to do. I'd like us to score. I didn't think we scored enough goals last year. So it's something we're hoping to try and improve or work on or make a difference. But certainly getting the goals here and we got a few, and actually we had other opportunities tonight as well. You know, we were probably quite good on the counter attack at times, but when we got the few opportunities we did tonight, we took them.
Okay, thanks everyone.
Cheers, thank you.